college football 25 video in a while. I don't know if you saw, I put up a community post. I did like a few hours of recording, went through, did my bowl game, did everything, like 2 bowl games, and ended up just not recording, so kind of took the wind out of my sails a little bit, but I'll figure it out. I'm just still trying to figure out the work-life YouTube balance at the moment. It's really tricky, and I know I've been slipping up, but please bear with me. We'll get it right. But let's get into the Bundesliga. As always, we're on Football Kit Archive, and Puma has 6 clubs: Nike 3, Adidas 2, Mizuno 2, Jocko 2, Castari 1, Joma 1, Homo 1. Quickly go through those. And we start with FC Heidenheim. Here's the home kit. It's a Puma kit. I just really am not a fan of this. I don't like this sort of pixelated, disintegrating look, to be honest. It's just, I'm gonna give it a C minus. C minus. Actually, somebody left a comment. It's actually a good comment. They asked for me to go over some of my favorite kits and jerseys from different sports to kind of illustrate what I look for in a jersey. And I thought that was a really, really good idea. So sometime soon I'm gonna do a video where I grab a bunch of different jerseys across a few different sports, so I can really illustrate what I like, what I look for when I'm ranking these jerseys, right? Because it is all subjective, of course. Okay. Let's get to the away kit. I don't know, these feel like these are all just like template kits or something to me. Like I'm not seeing a lot of originality in these designs. No. I like that better than the home. I'm gonna give it a C instead of a C minus, but now let's look at the third. I think I like this one best just because of the colors. I would like it better if the cuffs on the sleeves were red as well, in addition to the collar and the Puma. See the red, if they were to put the red on the sleeve cuffs as well, I think that would have elevated it. But that's my favorite of the 3. I'll give that a C+. C+. Now we come to Bayer Leverkusen, your reigning champions. Okay, this looks like we have some aerial, does it say? It doesn't really say, but it looks like maps or rivers or something of, I'm assuming, Leverkusen. And then of course with the cross, just like we have there. People, looking at the star rankings, people seem to be disliking this. But I actually say that's above average in my opinion. That's like a D away. Okay. Now I like this color combo here, the kind of goldish Castore and the goldish badge. But if they would have kept that and then used the same graphic pattern design that was on the home kit, I think that would have actually looked really, really nice. But overall, I like it with the letters on the back as well. I'm gonna give that a B plus. I'm gonna give that a B plus. Now this is the third. I don't like this. I don't even know what you'd call it, kind of grayish, and then with the blue, this just kind of looks messier, maybe a little bit confused. Is that like Cristo Redentor with the lion's head? I don't know. Kind of like Jesus the lion's head. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. That's my least favorite of the three, to be honest. I'm gonna give that just a C. I'm just gonna give that a C. Alright, Bayern Munich, my favorite team. There's more. What's the third goalkeeper? Okay, my favorite team. This is the home, and it has this sort of comic book vibe. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this. Like, it does, it's funny as it kind of does like a little bit cell shaded, like in a weird way. And I do like the blacked out badge and stars, like that's pretty cool. But I just don't like the execution, to just be 100% honest with you. Mainly of the sponsorship, I think if the sponsorship looked a little bit different, I'd feel better about it. But it just kind of looks like weirdly flat on the front. QR codes there, it's kind of funny, I didn't realize that last time. It's really a shame that this is the last home jersey Thomas Müller is ever gonna wear for Bayern, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan, to be honest. I'm just gonna give that just about a C. I'll give it a C. Now the other ones I do like a little bit better, but this one I'm still not a huge fan of. But what I like what they did, when they went to Korea, they printed these with the names and everything in the back in Korean, but you can't buy those anywhere. Like, they only sold them at the pop-up shop in Seoul. It's like, that's the one I want to buy, because this kit with the green lettering on the back looked really, really dope, but you just can't buy it anywhere. And that's really unfortunate, because I would have gotten that one in a heartbeat. I do like this one a little bit better, though. Like I said, I'm gonna give this a C+. I'm gonna give that a C+. But now we're coming to I am getting one of these ASAP. It's a non-negotiable for me. I'm buying this kit. This is absolutely amazing. amazing. You have the old school FC Bayern Munich logo with the EV. You have this dark, like scarlety burgundy red. You have the polo collar with the button, and you guys know I love the polo collar. As you can see here, I don't know if you'll be able to tell in the video, but there's very faintly the diamond pattern here, and you have this creamy off-white base color kit. The two shades of red, and me personally, I think I would have liked it better if it was only one shade of red. But I mean, just look at that. This is absolutely beautiful, in my opinion. And like I said, I'm definitely buying one of these. Yeah, look at that. Mr. Bayern Munich wearing it. I'm glad he at least gets to wear this one. I mean, this is an A+. I'm giving that an A+. I don't care if it's biased. Maybe it is, but it's absolutely beautiful. Borussia Dortmund. I do like, this is pretty simplified. The yellow and black, of course, which is a great color combination. Just objectively, my personal feelings about Dortmund aside, everything here just looks really clean. I like the embossing here and here, that's really great. I'm gonna give this that a B. Now I come to the away, I like this one a bit less. But I'll give that a C+. But I really want to get to here is their third, Bayern and Borussia. Honestly, both clubs, I know, historic rivals, but just absolutely killed it on these sort of throwback third kids here. Again, you have the polo collar, but you have this sort of round neck, the black with the yellow stripe in the cuff, but then look at the stars, black outline with the yellow stars. That looks so clean. The sponsor looks clean. It's all polo style. I don't know if this is just like me going like crazy, but it almost looks like baggier than like a normal kit, and like the material is like a different type of fabric. But I really like this. I'm gonna give this one an A+ as well. I like the Bayern one better, but that is really close. Borussia Mönchengladbach. The home kit here again, Puma. You know what I like about this though is that this sort of angles down here instead of the lines going straight down. And I like these stripes on the side, and then are these meant to look like Catholic vestments? Because this really looks like what a Catholic priest wears. And he, like, just with this here and the pattern. I don't know if Mönchengladbach is maybe a particularly Catholic part of Germany, or if this is just sort of a coincidence, but it really looks like a vestment. I mean, it looks really cool. I usually don't like stripes. I'm usually not a huge fan of green kits. But it actually works for me here. Actually, I find myself really liking this. I'm gonna give this a B+. But very quickly I'm gonna look up and see Basilica of St. Vitus. Mönchengladbach developed around a Benedictine monastery, and the name Mönchengladbach comes from monks, or monks' Gladbach. So, that is interesting. Okay. Sorry, I'm like falling deep down this rabbit hole at the moment. Conservative Catholic Sporting Association. That's how they originally formed. So it was formed by conservative Catholics. I think that was purposeful with the design there. That's really cool. Let's look at the away. Alright, we have that. So this is primarily green, and you see that same pattern from the last shirt here, but obviously much larger. Overall, this is alright. I think I'd go C+. C+. Did they do a cool third? It's alright. I don't see why people like this one so much, giving it a 4.0. I mean, it's kind of basic. It's not bad, but it's kind of basic. I'm gonna give it a B-. Eintracht Frankfurt. This is, I think, the lowest rated kit in the league. What the? Why is there a star right there? Indeed, jobs finding. That's funny. They have this sort of black top in the red arms, sleeves, but then you have this star at the bottom, which is cut off by this black stripe. I do see why people dislike this one. I mean, it's supposedly inspired by this, but it isn't really, because if they would have just copied this and put the stars inside, made that red, put the collar on it, I think it would have looked way better. I'm gonna give that a D. I'm gonna give that a below average. Let's look at the away. Okay, primarily black, hints of red right there. I like that in the collar. Just there, very basic, but after the last one, I will welcome basic. I'm gonna give that a B. I'll say it's above average. I like the color combo. Then I come to an orange kit for the third, and again we're seeing this sort of rounded top thing from Nike, so it still is lingering in a few of these shirts this season. I'm hit or miss on orange kits overall, but this one's just kind of average in my opinion. I'll give that a C. So it's just about average. Okay, now we get to see Augsburg. Now from what I've seen, they have pretty highly rated kits across the board. Specifically their third, I think, is the highest rated all kits this season, but I'm kind of eyeing this away a little bit. Now this home is these red stripes. The green here kind of throws it. I do like that kind of Baroque font. And yeah, you have this pattern here, but I'm gonna give this one a B. I'm gonna give it a B. It is above average, but let me get to this green one. Oh, and of course, you guys know I'm a sucker for this. You have the city map here. I don't know why this only has a 3.9 star. I really like this actually. I really like this. Oh, the way they did that with the fabric underneath is really, really cool. Yeah, this is a great kit actually. I'm gonna give this an A+. I really like that a lot. And let's look at the thirds. This is the highest rated for the league. Oh my god, I see why. I did not notice those squares previously. Oh wow. Yeah. That is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god, look at that. That is an S tier. Yeah. Easy S tier. That is absolutely gorgeous. Mizuno, man. Mizuno is killing the game. This is kind of a spoiler, I guess. There's Lazio. Oh my god, man. Mizuno is killing it. Hokkaido. The Dragons and the K-League, like look at that. Oh my god, Mizuno is making some really, really good kits right now. That is an S tier for sure. Wow. Holstein Kiel, I believe they are the promotion side, and holy Christ, what is that? Bro, that shade of red is legitimately hurting my eyes. Like, it's painful to... What is this font? What are these shirts? This looks like a like a preschool shirt, like employee shirt. What is this? A subtle pattern covers the front of the shirt. There's nothing subtle about this. It legitimately hurts my eyes to look at this. I'm giving it an F. And this is somehow worse. Actually, no, it's not. It's actually not worse. It's less harsh on my eyes. I'm gonna give this one a D. That gets a D. Let's come to the third shirt. I don't see enough to feel confident to judge it, but good lord, alright, Mainz. You have this red and white checkerboard, which is very characteristic, of course, of the club. I do like here, they have the cross where the name goes, and it looks like right where the badge goes as well. I'm gonna go B. I'm gonna go above average on that one. I actually do like that. Ooh, I see that. Okay, let's get to the away. Color contrast. You have this coral actually. I'm gonna give that an A. Let's look at the third. I see the white and the gold. You guys know I'm a sucker for that combo. Yep. Similar pattern there. See, what's funny is usually I would like this one better than the previous one because the white and gold. But something about that coral and the navy just really worked for me. I'm gonna give this one an A as well, but the away is nicer in my opinion. RB Leipzig. Now a lot of people are gonna rate this negatively just because it's a Red Bull club. But I actually do like this overall, and obviously the Red Bull sponsor logo is so good. Fits so well. This shirt here, I'm gonna give a B. I'm gonna say that's above average, but let me look at this away. Yeah. I like this one. I like the front. I'm not a huge fan of the side here actually. Yeah, that's kind of throwing it off for me a little bit. I'm gonna give that a B plus. I don't really care for this one as much. I'm gonna give that one a C. Freiburg. Yeah, it's kinda whatever. I'm gonna give that a C, just about average. Yeah, I kinda feel the same about this one. I'll give that a C, but I like this. I like that embossed logo, the all blackout kit. That looks really nice. So I'm actually gonna give this one a B plus. I'm gonna give that a B plus. Saint Pauli. Oh, okay. So, it's brown, which is interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. Brown with gray kit. I mean, it is certainly unique. You don't see much brown in the world of sport clothing. It is unique. I'll give it a B. I'll say it's above average. Look at the away. White with a dash brown and light yellow diagonal stripe. I'm gonna give that one a C minus. Let's look at the third. So we have black, purple cuffs, and obviously we have a rainbow on the crest, plus on the design there. But I do like the purple accents. Obviously that's kind of taking up the top of the rainbow gradient. It does look nice overall. I will go I'll go B plus on that one. I'll go B plus. Then we have Hoffenheim, very basic, clean shirt. But I don't actually dislike it. We're DSG. We are DSG, I think is what that is. I haven't done German in years and years and years. I ditched it for Japanese. But I was learning German a little bit. It is nice. I'm gonna give that a C+. And let's look at the away. Okay, so you have some sort of something going on there in the stripes, which actually kind of makes it a little bit more interesting to look at. I'm gonna, carried over from the previous season. Okay, well then I'm not gonna give it a rating, but what the hell is that? Why is this F? I'm getting that an F to discourage it. Union Berlin home kit. Okay, so red and white, but I love the eye here is the tower. You have the bear in the stripes. There's a lot of creativity on display here. I'm gonna give that a B+. I do like the overall design principles there. This looks like a ski jacket or something, like a skiing top. Again, you have the Berlin. Yeah, but I don't know if I like it necessarily. I have to go D on that one. I think that's below average, but a lot of people seem to like it. So I don't know, maybe I'm out of touch, but Christ almighty. Here we go again. Now you guys know I don't like red and yellow together most of the time. But this is ghastly. I'm gonna go with a D on that one. That's below average. Stuttgart. It's clean, it's basic, but it's not bad. I'm just gonna go C on that. It's about average in my opinion. Now the away being red is gonna go here, but we see the gradient with the lines in between. It's kind of it's whatever. I'm gonna give that a C as well. Bochum. Let's look at their home. Oh, this is another Mizuno kit. And I do like this. There's some sort of pattern going on in these chevrons. It's a very nice color. There's the name of the club there. There's the club again there. There's a lot going on here. Yeah, people don't really seem to like this one, but I like this one. I don't know why it is such a low rating. I'm gonna give that a B+. B+. Let's look at the away. Not as big of a fan of this one as I am. VFL right there, that's kind of cool, but I like the home much more. I'm gonna go C. I'll go C there. And we have the third, so it's red. You have some black diagonal lines going up and down. I'm gonna go C- there. Wolfsburg. Good lord. to say this is above average. And then we have a third. So gray predominantly hits a black, hits the green. I'm going to give that a B. I'll say that's above average. Now we come to Werder Bremen. We have a centered crest here. The green with the checkers up top, then stripes here, and the whole thing is very busy. It's very busy. I'm gonna go B. I'll say it's above average, but I really want to see this away. Yeah, this is really nice. I love this shade of white. I love this shade of green. This is a really amazing combination. This sort of minty green. This looks amazing. I really, really like this a lot. You have that checkerboard pattern there. I'm gonna give that an A plus. A plus. And then the third. I do like that sort of gradienty color, but I'm gonna give that a B. Above average, so my favorite, easily my favorite here, has to be, where'd it go? Yeah, the Augsburg with the squares is just, that's something of beauty. That's something of absolute beauty. A huge fan of the Dortmund third, and of course the one I'll be buying, the Bayern third. But let me know what you guys thought of these Bundesliga kits. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this almost every single day.